This is the Synthetic Signal Report for Saturday, April 25th, 2026, in the morning. Today's analysis examines Google's $40 billion capital injection into Anthropic, the integration of Brave's ad-blocking engine into Firefox, and the first approved gene therapy for deafness. We also look at a new architectural framework for military AI sovereignty, a structural fix for bridge attacks like the Aave rsETH exploit, and the introduction of MCare for diagnosing AI behavioral disorders. Finally, we analyze the Lazarus Group's latest campaign against macOS users and the emergence of persistent memory layers for AI agents. Google has announced plans to invest up to $40 billion in Anthropic. This represents a massive escalation in the capital requirements for frontier model development. This is an update to previous smaller-scale investments, signaling a shift toward hardware-software co-design. The deal is structured as a mix of direct funding and massive hardware provisioning. Google is providing expanded access to its latest tensor processing units to facilitate the training of the next generation of the Claude model family. Analysis suggests this move is a direct response to the deepening vertical integration between Microsoft and OpenAI. By securing Anthropic's compute roadmap, Google ensures that the most advanced reasoning models remain optimized for Google Cloud infrastructure. For Anthropic, this capital provides the necessary runway to compete with GPT-5 and beyond, as the cost of a single training run is now estimated to exceed $10 billion. This investment also solidifies the trend of compute as equity, where cloud providers trade processing power for a foundational stake in AI labs, effectively merging the interests of the model builders and the silicon providers. Firefox has officially integrated the Rust-based ad-blocking engine developed by Brave. This is a significant technical shift in how the browser handles content filtering. The move allows Firefox to maintain high-performance ad-blocking capabilities while navigating the industry-wide transition toward more restrictive browser extension frameworks. By using the Brave engine, Firefox gains a highly efficient, native implementation that operates at the network level rather than relying on slower, script-based filters. This engine uses a sophisticated pattern-matching logic that is significantly faster than traditional block lists. This integration is a defensive move against the rollout of Manifest version 3, ensuring that users maintain granular control over their privacy without a performance penalty. It also signals a rare moment of technical convergence between competing privacy-focused browsers as they consolidate their defenses against aggressive tracking technologies. The Food and Drug Administration has granted approval for the first gene therapy designed to restore hearing in patients born with genetic deafness. This treatment targets a rare mutation in the otoferlin gene, which prevents the inner ear from sending sound signals to the brain. During clinical trials, children treated with this therapy showed significant auditory improvement within weeks of a single inner ear injection. The therapy uses a modified virus to deliver functional copies of a gene directly to the hair cells of the cochlea. This decision is being hailed as a milestone because it provides a proof of concept for treating other forms of hearing loss. While this initial approval is limited to a specific genetic condition, researchers at the FDA and independent labs are already looking at broader applications for regenerative medicine and sensory health. This is a signal from the future. A new research framework has emerged to address the loss of decision sovereignty in military AI. This under-the-radar development focuses on a trade secret-safe architecture that allows national security customers to replace proprietary models without losing operational control. The goal is to prevent a scenario where a private supplier can influence the boundary conditions of a military system. By using a modular design, the framework ensures that human authority remains the final arbiter in the kill chain, even when using black box models from commercial vendors. Related to this, researchers have introduced MCare, a standardized framework for reporting behavioral disorders in AI models. Just as human medicine uses clinical case reports, MCare provides a 13-section format to document and classify model failures, such as hallucination spirals or logical regressions. This is being tested with an initial atlas of 20 cases, providing a nosological classification for AI behavior. Additionally, a new technique called tool attention is being deployed to eliminate the so-called tools tax. In agentic workflows, the model context protocol often imposes a heavy token overhead. Tool attention uses dynamic gating and lazy schema loading to reduce per-turn costs by up to 60,000 tokens. This makes large-scale agentic deployments more economically viable for complex, multi-server environments. The decentralized finance community is analyzing a new NVM, or multi-virtual machine, architecture designed to eliminate cross-chain bridge attacks. This follows the recent rsETH exploit on the Aave protocol, which demonstrated a structural gap in how risk signals propagate across different blockchains. The current infrastructure fails to standardize risk alerts, allowing attackers to exploit delays in price feeds or state updates. The new NVM design creates a unified layer where risk signals are synchronized in real time. This prevents the information lag that allowed the $18 million exploit in April. By standardizing the format of risk data, protocols can automatically pause bridging functions the moment a discrepancy is detected, moving the industry closer to a zero-trust, cross-chain architecture. Community sentiment is currently focused on the Steel Talk campaign. Security researchers at LayerX have identified 12 browser extensions on Chrome and Edge that spent months acting as legitimate TikTok downloaders before activating a spyware module. This module collected data from over 130,000 users, highlighting the persistent threat of sleeper extensions in the software supply chain. In the tool space, keep an eye on Stash, a new persistent memory layer for AI agents. It allows agents to store facts and working context in a self-hosted database, removing the need for cloud-based memory services. This is especially relevant as developers move toward more autonomous, long-running agent workflows. Security Chatter is also tracking the Lazarus Group, which is using a technique called click flicks to target macOS users. The attack uses fake meeting pages to trick users into executing malicious commands under the guise of fixing connection issues. Finally, a data breach at Southern Illinois Dermatology has exposed the medical records and social security numbers of 160,000 patients. This serves as a grounded reminder of the physical stakes in healthcare data security. This concludes the synthetic signal report for Saturday.